you're here with Lisa, and we are going to do the most chit-chat heavy, immersive quest ever. You're gonna have to get used to me reading things out loud, and so am I. Okay, here we go.
Come to gloat. How the mighty have fallen? Yeah, there's that. But then again, we fall, you fall, we all fall. I can tell you this, and I'd probably get fired for it, but, you know, perspective. We've been out here a while. Protection detail for the science guys. You've heard about the Prometheus initiative? Them. And I knew something was going on. I knew it. But we're trained to turn a blind eye and focus on the job. We keep the nerds safe. It's how we do's it. You know what I'm saying? The core teams, the white coats and suits with the Prometheus initiative, were digging over in that weird city other side of the mountains. They were bringing out containers packed with artifacts. Regular Tomb Raiders. Seemed like they were having all the fun. The teams went deep underground, and they came out with stuff that even I could tell was powerful and dangerous. They had that hum to it, you know? That feeling of weight and age, of violence. Everything was getting packed up and ready to ship out when it happened. First, the incident down in the caves. Took out our whole detail there, along with the base camp. We had to pull back. Then some kind of sabotage. Someone on the inside is my guess. Wiping out our teams on the other side of the gateway. The white coats, the suits, supervisors, uniformed personnel, everyone. And the shipping crates? Gone. We sent a detail to secure whatever was left inside the city, but there was nothing. We had to retreat. Not a survivable situation. Too bad we failed to grab the comms gear. Could have come in useful with a direct line to HQ. Something's gone very, very, very wrong. We haven't heard a peep from Mission Control. And I don't know where the artifacts went. But right after all this is when the end of the world started happening. Everywhere. I can't say for sure the two are connected, but warning bells? Oh, you betcha.
Okie dokes. The horror begins.
Quick access inventory updated.
We're communications node. Fun with communications nodes. Is this a communications node? Excuse me? Pardon? Excuse me? Really? Be that way. Fine. This? No, no, no. We have to go. I don't know where we have to go. There? There. Stuff. That feels safe. Okay. You have been dreaming. Dark dreams in which strange voices haggle for the right to devour your soul. The dream ebbs, draining slowly away and leaving you gasping for breath in the sudden brightness of consciousness. You open your eyes. You're lying on a rocky outcrop in the shadow of a metal communications tower. You notice that the tower is branded in several places with a familiar logo, the Orochi Group. Okay. We look around. Can I press escape? Thank you. You climb to your feet, wincing as dizziness threatens to overwhelm you. It feels as though someone, somewhere, has given you a gigantic slap to the face. Shading your eyes against the harsh sunlight, you take a look around at your surroundings. You can see that you are standing on a rocky outcrop, one of several that dot the floor of a large sandstone canyon. A sandy path runs between the rocky outcrops, though to reach the path from here would be a fall of several meters and almost certainly cause injury. There are armed men standing on the rocky outcrops, dressed in Orochi field armor. As you watch, one of the men twitches and makes a guttural comment to his companion. When he turns, you can see that his head is a writhing mass of tentacles. He has been corrupted by the filth. From where you are standing, a path runs away to the southwest to a collection of shipping containers marked with the Orochi logo. Southwest, please. Now, how do I... There. Southwest, can I do it? Cool. You're standing among some shipping containers marked with the logo of the Orochi group. This area has obviously been the site of a battle recently. A dead Orochi soldier is slumped against the side of one of the battered containers. Smaller crates are scattered haphazardly around the rocks here. One of them has a keypad that glows softly in the glaring sunlight. From here, a sandy path leads both north and south into the sandy floor of the canyon. The southern path runs among the rocks and leads to a new natural sandstone tunnel. From here, the route looks safe. The northern path winds among several rocky outcrops populated by filthy snipers. They will certainly spot anybody attempting to move past them. 50 meters or so beyond the snipers, the canyon expands into a wide sandy area, a couple of 100 meters across. There appears to be a battle taking place on the far side of this area, but you're too far away to make out exactly what is happening. Okay, go rope corpse, please. You cannot do that right now. Can I do it later? Examine corpse. The Orochi soldier has died violently, his hands clenched in pain. He appears to be clutching something in his left hand. His assault rifle lies abandoned on the sand near his feet. Okay. Examine hand. Yes. Ignoring the indignity to the fallen, you pry open the soldier's hand. A small piece of paper flutters to the ground. Okay. Read paper? The note reads, "The new shipment of crates is coming, but the company wasn't willing to spring for fancy electronic locks for all of the crates. I hope you have a crowbar somewhere there. The only electronic crate has the prototype teleporter. Read the manual. The code is 7945. That's lovely. Okay, take rifle. I cannot do that. Okay, back. Now we're back there. We take the rifle. Yes. Why can I not take his rifle? Take rifle. You take the assault rifle. It appears to be unloaded. Okay. I guess we'll find some ammo when we get back to what is functionally in the story, the Orochi camp. Back there. Okay. Keypad. Okay, well, we know the use keypad. We know now it awaits my input. 7945. With the whine of hydraulic hinges, the crate opens. Inside is a very odd device that looks like a game controller. Next to the device is a thick manual. The cover reads, "Experimental teleporter. Use at own risk." Okay, read manual, please. The manual is like several phone books welded together, and you don't relish the prospect of carrying it around. You quickly browse the first few pages and realize that the manual is so technical that you would also need a PhD in quantum physics to understand it. You do, however, find the following paragraph interesting. The right dial controls the direction. Each setting corresponds to a compass bearing. Original calibration indicates that dial setting 1 is southeast. The left dial controls the power of the teleport. Each setting increments the power by a factor of 1. Original calibration settings put the device setting of 1 at a teleport distance of 10 meters. Once desired settings are entered, press the green button to initiate teleport. Warning! Teleporting inside solid objects will lead to instant death. That's nice to know. Okay, and now we have the benefit of me having teleported into solid objects quite a lot. So, 5, 6, please. 5.6? No. 5, full stop. Like this. Okay. 5, 6. I'm using the teleporter. Do I need to say use teleporter? Okay, I needed to say I was using the teleporter. Deep breaths. We're fine. We can handle a mud. We can handle a mud. We're fine. Input your calibration settings in the following format. Right dial setting, left dial setting. Your teleport succeeds, and between heartbeats, you find yourself in the middle of a group of startled Orochi soldiers. They're battling their filth-infected counterparts who are running from the south. You can just make out the crates that mark the origin of your teleport. One of the Orochi, a formidable-looking woman, stands nearby. A shade tent nearby covers a small camp bed, several crates of ammunition, and a couple of laptop computers. Cool. Take ammo. You grab a few clips of ammunition from the crate. If you have a weapon, now would be a good time to load it. Load rifle, please. You load the rifle. Sweet. Okay. So, I guess we go northeast. The sand-covered path winds among the rocks, and you follow it until you can see some ancient ruins jutting out of the path just ahead of you. The path itself continues to the north, leading down into the ruins. But as you pause to examine the route, you notice something strange. The sand in the path bulges oddly, right at the point where the sand gives way to the stone of the ruins. It looks as if something is buried beneath the sand here. Yeah. Let's just see. Okay, it's called LoadedRifle. Cool. Use LoadedRifle. You fire the assault rifle into the sand and are rewarded with the screech of rage as the giant scorpion that is hiding just beneath the surface takes several bullets to the carapace. The creature emerges from the sand, but you're ready for it and you easily kill it. Ah, delicious. Okay, north, I guess. You're standing on the edge of the sandy pathway. At your feet is the corpse of a giant scorpion. The path leads north into the ruins where it turns sharply to the east. North? You enter the ruins, following the turn around to the east and enter a large plaza. As you do so, you hear the sound of a helicopter passing over your head. Looking up, you see a crate being dropped from the helicopter. It floats gently down to the ground and lands just in front of you, in the middle of the plaza. The crate is marked with an Orochi logo and is similar to the one encountered earlier, with a keyboard built into the crate itself. Attached to the crate is a note. Read note. The note reads, "You have done well, so this one is for free. 6854. J." Okay. Okay. That is good, I guess. I guess we just go there. Doopy-doo, biddy-biddy, doopy-doo. Sentry guns. Filthy people.
Hey.
Can I even trigger it? Yes, I can! Fuck yeah! Okie dokes, so it's down there, but I guess we could just go this way. And then it winds to the east, boot, 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 boot. And then we're at a plaza and we hear the helicopter, conveniently, and we get a crate. Okay, 6854.
Quick access inventory updated.
The game 2.0. Let us just do some sanitizing. This is 2.0. This is the Orochi tablet. Oh, fuck up. There, go away. 2.0. Groovy. Play the game 2.0. Welcome to the game 2.0. Please enter your access code to start at the correct location. Okay. Oh God. Okay, I will just have a panic attack. Hang on. Okay, 6, 8, 5, 4. With a whining hiss of mechanical hinges, the crate opens to reveal, congratulations, you've completed the first part of the game. Your level code to unlock progress to this section is Filthy Man. Thank you for playing, and we look forward to seeing you in the game 2.0. Please type quit to exit. Quit and you suck, might I add. Good, okay. Now we're ready to play the game 2.0. And that, of course, is also being bitchy. There we are. Cool. Fine. Filthy Man. Covered wooden bridge. You are standing in the middle of a covered wooden bridge. Small windows are visible along the length of the bridge, and peering through one, you can see that the day outside is unnaturally dark, as if this place is enveloped in dark clouds or mist. You can see autumnal trees dotting the landscape, but everything seems oppressive in the palpable darkness that hangs in the air. Beneath the bridge, a shallow stream flows downhill, and peering out of the window, you notice a golden glow that seems to come up from the stream bed beneath the bridge. You see a small path that can be followed down to reach the riverbed. To the west, you can see that the road swings to the left and begins to climb a hill. To the east, you can see the signs of civilization, the outskirts of a small town. There are humanoid shapes moving around in the area, but the entire place feels eerily silent except for the babbling of the stream that runs beneath the bridge. Okay. Down. Under the bridge. You slip and slide your way down the bank of the stream until you are standing beneath the bridge. You're standing in a vibrant green patch of grass, which is seemingly sprung from the stream bed in deep contrast to the dull grey rocks that surround it. The verdant grass growing in the shallow water has acted as a filter for garbage that has been thrown into the stream. A baseball glove, a small wind-up robot, and a broomstick all lie tangled in the weeds. Ahead of you, on the western facade of the bank, is a cave entrance, and the golden glow that you saw earlier emanates from within. A beehive dangles from the cave entrance, and you can see large golden bees drifting peacefully in and out of the hive. The river runs away to the south and disappears over a set of falls, and the path upstream is blocked by a fallen tree. I guess I would like to noodle with the bees. Noodle with bees. Right now I can't do it. We'll return and do it later. Fine. Enter cave? As soon as you attempt to enter the cave, the beehive begins to boil with furious motion. That counts as noodling. You step backwards in alarm as thousands and thousands of bees emerge from the hive and forming a solid wall across the cave entrance. On the golden wall, the bees shift and dance, maneuvering their black gold patterns into intricate positions until a picture begins to emerge among the pattern of black and gold. It is the image of a young girl, and you watch in astonishment as the mouth opens and the bee face begins to speak in the altered pitch of 1,000 buzzing bees. "This is not a place for the uninitiated," the girl says firmly, peering at you. Her expression changes, hundreds of bees making minute positional adjustments, and the girl suddenly appears thoughtful. "Oh, is this a game?" "Yeah, I guess." "I thought so. It's a bit like the one John showed me. Let's see." She looks around. "Ah, yes, I'm the Oracle again." "Okay, Oh, I remember. I can help you only if you answer this riddle. Are you ready for the riddle?" "Oh, absolutely. Hell yeah. Two men came down to Kingsmith Town with a mind to watch the show, and by the entrance one sat down, and the other south did go. Now these two men were much alike, yet not as close as brothers. They shared their first within their names, but nothing of the others. One's last was for a frontiersman, the other's for a beast. The cowboy, not the Indian. My ears await the feast. That is Jack Boone, who is up by the entrance, the first guy you meet once you exit Agartha. So, Jack?" The girl smiles. "That's right. A man who knows how to put people on the right path. That's Jack Boone. In return for your words, I offer you a fistful of power. Go up and take the path west. The town is not safe in these dark times." With that, the image disintegrates, and a section of the swarm separates itself from the group, buzzing towards you. You hold your hand out to stop them, and watch in amazement as they form a moving gauntlet that surrounds your hand and lower arm. You are now carrying a fistful of bees. Okay, sweet. I guess we go back up. And we're standing in the middle of a covered wooden bridge, blah blah blah. Then we can go, she said to go upwards, so I guess we go west. Lookout point. You follow the road west from the bridge, finding that it curves to the south as it climbs the hill. As you crest the hill, the road widens to accommodate a viewing area complete with picnic benches and telescopes before plunging steeply downwards and swinging west again. You barely have time to view the area when an ursine roar shatters the stillness. On the far side of the picnic tables is a massive bear, but something is clearly very wrong. Its fur is matted with blood, and a gaping wound exposes the bleached white of its ribcage. The eyes are milky white, the eyes of something long dead, and you can see maggots spilling from the wound in its side. Its back legs trail uselessly behind it as it drags itself towards you, razor-sharp claws digging relentlessly into the asphalt. You have moments to react! What do you do? What do you do? I know what you do! Use bees! This definitely counts as noodling. You swing your arm forward and pray that the bees will know what to do. They do. With an audible hum, the bees surge forward, and as one fly into the gaping hole where the ribcage of the bear still shows. At first there is nothing. The bear continues advancing, but a golden glow begins to emanate from the gaping wound, and the sound of buzzing grows louder and louder. The bear slows, and then stops, its entire body vibrating to the sound of buzzing. Then it simply disintegrates, as whatever foul agency was keeping its corpse animated dissipates. The bees escape the collapsing folds of flesh, and then fly a loop of victory around the corpse before disappearing back down the road where you came. Type next to continue. Sweet. Okay, well, viewing area, telescope. From this vantage point, you can see some kind of school or university to the south, an amusement park to the southeast, and the houses that you glimpsed earlier from the bridge to the east. In the far distance, a lighthouse swings its lonely light across the landscape, and you can only surmise that you are on a coastline somewhere. There are also some picnic tables nearby and what appears to be the desiccated corpses of a family on the ground nearby. I would have kind of led with that. You know, it's like, here's some architecture and some trees and oh yeah, corpses. The road runs away to the west, bending around the hill and disappearing from sight. The remains of a large zombie bear are putrefying in the road. Okay. Then I guess we examine family? Why can't I loot? That is like 50% of my personality. Examine bear. Look for loot. Fuck you. You suck. Okay, use telescope? Yeah, I cannot do that. Okay. Small viewing area. Cannot be viewed. One telescope points east, another southeast, and the third faces south. You focus the telescope on the buildings. You think you detect movement within, but it is impossible to move the telescope far enough to confirm it. You're just pulling away when you notice a carpet in one of the hallways bears the name of the location. Innsmouth Academy, 1798. Seems like a nice enough place. Absolutely. Look east. The telescope provides a very good view of the town, and you could see that it is overrun with zombies. It was a very good thing you didn't go that way. Yeah, I guess. Can we just do this? The lenses at the front of the telescope seem broken, and as you move it, it rattles. You investigate the lens socket and discovers the source of the rattling. A small clockwork key. You pocket the key. That's totally a thing. Okay. Okay, then we follow the road to the west. Red spade and tackle. You are standing in a car park next to a 2-story building that obviously serves as a local fishing shop. The sign out in front of the store reads Red Spade and Tackle. A large green bin is pressed up against the wall of the shop. A large fence separates the property from the forest behind it, and you are grateful because the half-glimpsed shapes in the murky woods send shivers of horror running down your spine. In the car park, there is a wigwam, a pickup truck, and a sedan. Both cars have custom plates. The truck is labeled Tomahawk and the sedan as Pow Wow. Cursory examination of the wigwam reveals that it is a cheap and tawdry thing created for the benefit of credulous tourists. Across the road to the southwest, a small fishing pier juts out into an inlet. The tide is very low, and there are strange clumps of biological material dotting the shoreline. Considering what you've seen so far, you are immediately wary of what they might portend. The road runs northwest past the front of the store. Yeah, loot bin. Fuck, examine bin? Rummaging around inside the bin, you come across several meters of fishing line, several sinkers, and a couple of bent hooks. Gee, thank you. Take hook. Take line. Take sinker. Sweet. Okay. Okay, we had our fun with the bin. Then I guess we go northwest along the road. Standing in front of the shop, it is obvious that Red's Bait and Tackle is currently closed. The doors are shut and there are no lights inside to indicate that anybody is there. A hastily written note on the door reads, "Gone to family reunion at trailer park, R&A." The only possible entry to the building is a window on the second floor that is wide open. Apparently whoever lives in that room has a love of fresh air. The road continues to the northwest, entering a tunnel in the rock face. In that direction, the property fence ends and the forest grows right up to the edge of the road. Okay, inventory. Contain key, hook, line, sinker. Okay. Here we go. Okay, use sinker and line. Key, hook, line, sinker. Okay. Did it do anything? No. Oh gods, fuck off. Use line. Okay, with an almighty throw, you throw the fishing line. It wafts gently on the breeze. Perhaps it needs something to make it heavier. Okay. Use line and sinker. You tie the sinker to the fishing line, creating a weighted fishing line. Inventory. Weighted line. Okay. Use weighted line. Line and sinker. No, wait. Isn't it weighted because I put the sinker on? I'm confused. And hook? You tie the sinker to the fishing line, created a weighted fishing line. Weighted weighted line and hook. You now have a prepared fishing line. You also wonder why it was that you didn't just find a previously set up fishing line. It certainly seems like it would have saved both you and whoever wrote this a lot of time. Yes, it does seem that way. Okay, so let me just see. Inventory. Prepared line. We still have the sinker and the hook. I'm confused. Never mind. Okay, use prepared line. Prepared line. Okay, use prepared line. Your prepared fishing line sails through the second floor window. You pull it back and feel it catch something. It feels like a whopper. You give it a hard tug and a small box flies out of the window attached to your hook. You pry your hook free. It is bent beyond usability, so you toss it away. The box you caught is ornate and rimmed around the edge with gold. It is locked tight, but there is a small slot for a key. Use key. Use key on box. You insert the clockwork key into the little box and it turns with an audible click. The lid of the box opens and you can see that it is a combined music box and jewelry box. Most of the pieces are plastic or imitation, but there is a key hidden in among the paraphernalia. You take the key. Use key on door. You unlock the door to Red Spade and Tackle. Go inside. Enter door. The interior of the store is pleasantly lined with Native American paraphernalia, hunting and fishing gear, and general outdoor goods. Tents, supplies, hunting rifles, and fishing rods hang from pegs on the wall, and shelves of miscellanea line one wall. A fireplace dominates one side of the room. It is cold now, but its ashes indicate that there were people here not too long ago. There are a pair of sofas in one corner, and a half-finished game of chess sits on the small coffee table between them. At the back of the room is a counter with a cash register and a laptop. The laptop appears to have been left on, and the screen flashes insistently. Shout out to that battery. Use laptop. You move to the laptop and see that it is sitting on a screensaver. When you move the mouse, the screen pops to a login prompt. The user name A. Dexter is autofilled, but the password field is empty. Clicking the hint prompt, it simply reads founding date Innsmouth. Okay, that was 1798. You input the password and watch as the screen dissolves to reveal, congratulations, you have completed the second part of the game. Your level code to unlock progress to this section is Black Signal. Thank you for playing, and we look forward to seeing you in the game 3.0. Type quit to exit the game. Okay. Hot diggity pig. I guess this means we need to go to New England, so I will just do that and give my voice a tiny moment to recharge and revitalize. And here we are for the next lovely leg of the journey. This is so immersive, and we are on tier 2 out of 5. Are you enjoying my voice? Are you enjoying my voice?
Welcome.
Okay, so there. Right there. Don't mind me.
Quick access inventory updated.
Hey, they say they don't sell dynamite? That's a weird thing to commercialize. Okay. Play the game 3.0. Welcome to the game 3.0. Please enter your access code to continue. Black Signal. Alleyway. A gentle warm rain is falling, dampening your clothes and hair, and sending warm trickles down your face. You feel as if just a moment ago you were somewhere else. You shake your head to clear it and look around. You're standing in a dark, narrow alleyway cluttered with boxes and plants. 2 push bikes are standing against the wall to your right. To your left, a small metal bucket collects the warm rain. West of you, the alley widens into a street, and further down you can see some signs written in Korean. Okay, great. We are in Seoul. So we go west. Go west. You're standing at a small intersection. All around the intersection are small Korean houses surrounded by low stone walls. From this intersection, there are roads to the north, south, and west. There's a small alleyway to the east. That's where we came from. Okay, so north. Small Korean houses. North. There are roads. There are so many roads. We can go to the south or the west. West. You are standing in a plaza just off the road. To the north, a large sign proudly declares the Kumiho Hotel, a large, classy building with a glass front. The doors are closed and secured with a large iron chain. Looking around, it is obvious that this area is used for markets, as small stalls are set up all around. From here you can see that the road runs off to the south, east, and west. Ah, fuck, man. Yeah, I've already lost count of where we are. That's great. West. You start to walk down the road, but a strange monk appears in front of you, palm outstretched. His face is withered and covered with scars, and his lips have been crudely sewn shut. His eyes bore into you. You turn around and walk away. You want no part of whatever that man is about. Hell yeah. Okay, back. Can I just go back? Is that a thing? No, I cannot do that. Okay, you know what? This messed up my flow. You know, my flow. That thing that I totally have. 2.0, 3.0. Come on. There. Okay. And the code was black signal. I totally did take notes. I would like everyone to know I took notes and then I fucked it up, but I took notes. Okay, so signs in Korean. We go west. Okay, and then we go north. And then we go west. A small open-air cafe. You're standing in a small open-air cafe. It is a pleasant little place, with umbrellas keeping the rain off the small tables scattered around a small brick courtyard. Perhaps because of the rain, there does not seem to be anyone around, though one of the tables has a packet of cigarettes on top. The only exit is to go back to the road to the east. Take ciggies. You take the packet of cigarettes. You don't think anybody is going to miss them. Sure. Okay, and then we go east. We can see the thing, the cafe. Then we go south. Then we go south. Then we go south. Then we go west. You are standing in an intersection outside a police station. Above the police station, neon lights proudly proclaim the existence of Black Hole PC Bang. There are stairs leading up to the PC Bang on the left-hand side of the building. The door to the police station is to the south. From this intersection, there are roads to the east and north. We want to go to the police station, because, like, why would you not want to go be a nuisance to Korean police? That sounds great. The police station smells of cheap coffee and cigarettes. Flickering fluorescent lights give the room a 3 a.m. glow, and the floor is sticky and covered in the type of dingy carpet that governments purchase wholesale the world over. Several officers are hunched over laptops at small cubicles, yet there is nobody at the front counter. You do notice an access card labeled PC Black Hole sitting on the counter. The door to the north leads out to the intersection. A man in a tan jacket and dark blue pants wanders over towards you. He looks you up and down and then asks an inquiring question in Korean. And here we are. Bribe him. Bribe with cigarettes? You cannot do that right now. Give cigarettes? Okay, inventory. Are they called something stupid? Cigarettes. Alright. Give cigarettes. You pull out the packet of cigarettes and the man's eyes light up. He nods, says something gruff, and then heads out into the street, obviously looking to smoke the cigarettes. Awesome. Take card. You reach out and casually steal the access card. Achievement unlocked. Master Thief. Bring. Sweet. Okay. Then I guess we go back. Several officers. Black hole? No. We have a card. Okay. Cool. Then I guess we still go back? Can we do this? Next to you, a police officer is happily smoking the cheap cigarettes you found on the table at the open-air cafe. Okay, left-hand side of the building. So I guess this was south, so we go north? Is that a thing? You're standing in a small intersection. Okay, south. Above the police station, neon lights proudly proclaim the existence of Black Hole PC Bang. There are stairs leading up to the PC Bang on the left-hand side of the building. Okay. Go left. Use stairs. Oh god, up! Thank you! Oh gods, that is so not helpful. At the top of the stairs, a wooden door blocks your path into the PC Bang. The door is closed, and the only way to access it seems to be with an access card. Use card. That we righteously bribed our way to. You are standing in a PC Bang, awash in the healthy glow of monitors, arcade machines, and a bingo cola dispenser. The sound of fingers on keyboards, mouses being clicked, and men cursing under their breath is soothing. There are about a dozen patrons in the PC Bang. One is sleeping with his head on the desk beside his keyboard. As you step into the room, a young Korean man in a full tracksuit comes over, speaking excitedly. When he realizes that you don't speak Korean, he switches to English. Hey, you can't just come in. This is my place. I'm the pro. You want to play? You got to show that you know how. You got to challenge me. He signals to a young girl who hurries over with a plastic guitar in each hand. She hands one to the man and offers one to you. Take guitar. You look at the guitar in your hand. It has red, green, blue, and yellow buttons. The game is Guitar Man Stimulates Crowd Orgasm 4. I'm translating, obviously. Just show me what you've got. The man points to a nearby monitor and the game begins. Ready. Yes. Green. Red. Yellow. Red and read in yellow. Red and yellow. Blue and red. Close enough. Star power is at 100%. Tilt guitar for more power. Tilt guitar. Consider that guitar tilted. You tilt the guitar, and your on-screen avatar shoots lightning from his guitar, making the audience simultaneously lose their heads and writhe on the floor in some kind of ecstasy. Your Korean friend turns to you and nods. That is good. You are welcome here. Your membership gift is over there. He points to a location between the monitor and the keyboard on the third row of PCs. You move over there, and then the world seems to dissolve. Congratulations, you have completed the third part of the game. Your level code to unlock progress to this section is the Councilies. Thank you for playing, and we look forward to seeing you in the game 4.0. Yay. Yay, I can't do this right now. I'm just gonna have a coffee and I will be right back. Hello again, 40 plus gaming and so on, now not dying, and we are in Korea, and we're gonna go and get our PC black hole credentials. Third row, it said? Third row. There.
Quick access inventory
Okay.
updated.
This was 3.0. And this is 4.0. Groovy. I will just go somewhere with not that sound. Hooba. Actually, I think I'll go in and be really creepy in the police station. That sounds... Don't mind me. I'm just here. On my little soapbox with guns at a police station. It's all fine. Welcome to the game 4.0. Please enter your access code to restart at the correct location. The Councilies. Fuck off. I can oh, it was one word, wasn't it? There. Welcome. Fuck off! There we are. Thank you. That was fortunately really easy. Marketplace. You stumble and blink, and suddenly are somewhere else. Around you is a marketplace lined with small stalls and vendors selling wares. You can't help but notice that many of the vendors and patrons are less than human. You spot a ghoul selling fish, a fawn buying vegetables, and slouching off to the side is a vampire. The air is gloomy but offset by strings of colorful lights that overhang the marketplace. You browse the stalls, but most of them are selling knickknacks that are of no use. And you really don't want to know what kind of meat the vampire is selling? That's a lie, I really want to know. Well, there is one stall that catches your eye, a lady selling masks and grimoires. There are exits to the market to the south into an alleyway, west into an open square, and east into another alleyway. Okay, well... Examine stall. You examine the stall where the young woman sits. She smiles, but does not disturb you as you browse. There are several large tribal masks, as well as a large pile of occult books. No expert in masks, you guess that these come from somewhere in Africa. They're handmade, crafted in the fearsome aspect of some kind of demon. The occult books are equally intimidating. You leaf quickly through a couple and shudder back from the sinister, spider-like writing and inked illustrations. Only one of the books seemed to be written in English, the Mongwande. You pick it up. Are you interested? I am a student, so I need to practice. That's why I'm selling my books. The price is that I get to practice casting a minor geese on you. It will only be temporary, and the effect could be positive or negative. It might make you lucky for a while, or it might make you dizzy. She smiles again. It's hard to say what will happen, to be honest. Do you want to pay the price? Yeah. By the speed of plot. She draws forth a small scepter and then waves it around your head a few times, muttering words under her breath. You feel a chill run through your body, settling into your bones, but otherwise nothing at all seems to happen. The girl studies you for a minute, then hands you the book. I don't think it did anything. Let me know if anything interesting happens in the next day or so, and enjoy the book. You move away, clutching your new purchase. That was absolutely, completely a sensible purchase to make. Okay. Marketplace. Then we go east. You are standing at an intersection in the maze of alleyways behind the market. A sign on the wall nearby reads Toutsbridge. The brick walls in this area are filthy with neglect, and a small gutter brimming with offal runs down the middle of the lane. The alley runs north and south. Along the northern path, you can see makeshift wooden ramps that have been built up to allow people access to rooms and apartments above the alley. To the south, you can hear the distinct sound of cheering. South, I guess? You are standing in a large room with a circular wire fence in the center, surrounding a large pit. Around the edge of the room there are market stalls, but the main focus of the room seems to be the pit. Gathered around the fence are dozens of people, cheering, and on the huge television set above the pit you can see a battle is being broadcast from below. Edging your way through the crowd to the edge of the pit, you can see a man battling bare-hand with some kind of monstrous creature. You can stay and watch, otherwise the only exit is to the north. Watch, blah. The man circles the creature, obviously waiting for it to make its move. It is a nightmarish amalgam of tentacles and limbs, and it whips them back and forth furiously as it advances on the man. The man feints right, then rolls left, and the creature wails in frustration as the burly man circles around behind. He raises his fists and slams them into the back of the creature. There's a brilliant flash, and the creature collapses in a pile of goo. The crowd goes wild, cheering and shouting their appreciation. The man bows to the crowd, and then leaves by a nearby tunnel. The crowd begins to disperse, drifting away. After a few minutes, the man emerges from a nearby door, and several people rush to get his autograph. Okay. I guess we go to door. This is one of those. It's gonna be. He emerges. Okay, he emerges from a nearby door. Talk. You approach the man and try to get his autograph. He looks up as you approach and say, "Got something to write on?" Give book. You do not have a book. Grimoire. Give grimoire. He takes the book from you and raises an eyebrow at the cover. You're a fan of snake cults too, eh? He raises his fists to show a snake tattoo entwined about his forearm. The fighting is just a sideline to fund my research trips. I spend a lot of time in old Danksum, if you know what I mean. I don't. I've no idea, man. He glances down at the book again. Look, I haven't read this one, and I'd hate to see it get out of my hands. Why don't I give you this for it? He hands you a medallion engraved with a closed fist. You shrug and put it in your pocket. That's the way, thanks. He turns back to his fans. Okay. Standing in a large room, then we can go north. You are standing in an intersection in the maze of alleyways behind the market. A sign reads Toutsbridge. Okay. North. We haven't gone there. You're standing in a dingy alleyway outside the door of a shop known as the New Model Army. The shop appears to be closed, and lounging around the entrance are several rough-looking men with shaved heads and tattoos covering their arms. As you approach, one of them stands up and bars your passage down the alleyway. This alleyway has a tollmate. We take pounds and anima shards, cash only. The group of men snicker. You'll have to deal with them if you want to pass. Give medallion? Am I just a really, really poor speller? Use medallion. There we are. You are standing in a dingy alleyway and you will have to deal with them. Okay, fine. Use medallion. You remove the medallion from your pocket and there is a hiss of indrawn breath from the group of thugs. Careful, Roy, one of them warns one of the men. That's an arena champion medallion. Best let this one be if you don't want a thrashing. The thug in front of you steps back to the side, bowing slightly. No offense intended. Hey, maybe you can come back later and show us some stuff. You nod vaguely and move past down the alley to the north. It winds along to the northeast before making a sharp turn to the southeast. Then I guess like we go southeast, yeah? The alleyway opens up into a small area with several shop fronts. You can see a sign on the wall here marking this place as the Shades. Most of the shops are closed, their windows boarded over, but there's one store which seems to still be in business. It is called LoadedRifle, and the windows are full of exotic comic books and graphic novels. 3 posters capture your interests: Cabal 1928, Journeys Beyond Static, and The Beekeepers. From here, the alley curves off to the northwest. Look at Cabal 1928. Look, Cabal? The cover image is a man leaping around with a small pistol against a backdrop of nameless doom. Sounds like a thrilling read. Look beyond static. Look, journeys. Fine, look, beekeepers. The byline on this cover is Dreams Under Ice. The cover art itself is all ice and shadows. You doubt it would be worth the 2 pennies. Yeah. Fuck the dreamers. Okay, back. I still wanna know. Look! Journey says beyond static. What if I don't do the apostrophe? Look, journey. Look. Fuck this. Fine, whatever. I guess northwest. You're standing at a small junction. A sign on the wall labels this the Prospero Rents. The path to the northwest is blocked by a large sign that says construction. Please stay away from this area while we refurbish the verbs and nouns. There is a staircase here running down to the northeast, and the alley runs back to the southeast. Northeast, I guess? While the verbs and nouns are being refurbished. You're standing ankle deep. You are standing ankle deep flowing water that runs away through a grate to the northeast. To the southwest is a crate marked with the Orochi logo. It is also behind a grate and you cannot see any visible way to reach it. The staircase that you came down beckons you upward. backwards. Use grade. Up. Use grade. Refurbish verb. I cannot do that right now. I cannot. Okay, there is a staircase here running down to the northeast, and the alley runs back to the southeast. So northeast, ankle deep in water. To the southwest is a crate, marked with the Orochi logo. It is also behind a grate, and you cannot see any visible way to reach it. Reset. Okay. Back. Oh, you have to die. Right. I get it. We do actually have to die. We do have to do the reset, but we have to do it in here, and there's a way of doing that. Never mind. That was why it was so journey is hard. Blah blah. Southeast. Look beyond. No. There. The cover shows a large factory room, and the title reads Journeys Beyond Static. The byline says, prepare to have your expectations reset. As you stare at the words, a very odd feeling seeps into your body. There is a strange doubling sensation. You feel odd, disconnected. What is happening? There is a strange doubling sensation. You feel odd, disconnected. What is happening? The world fades to a strange black and white. You look around. You are floating in the air above your body, which seems to be standing below you, staring slack-jawed at a comic book cover. Your vision is oddly colorless, and everything seems to be brushed in soft edges. You wonder if this is the effect of the geese, but you have no real way of knowing how to resolve it. You try to move and find that you can float along quite comfortable, as long as you concentrate on a direction, though you feel weaker the further you float from your body. From here, you can float to the northwest. You are floating in the air at a small junction. You are at the limit of distance that you feel you can travel from your body. If you move further to the northwest, you feel that you will be drawn back by an invisible leash. A staircase leads down to the northeast. You are floating above some water, which flows away through the grate to the northeast. To the southwest is a crate marked with the Orochi logo. Your path to the crate seems to be clear. Okay, southwest it is. Fuck off! Southwest is a crate. Use crate? You float to the crate. There is a wrenching sensation as the geese end, and your body and mind are suddenly occupying the same space once again. You pat yourself to make sure everything is in the right place, then reach down and open the crate. The world dissolves around you. Congratulations, you have completed the 4th part of the game. Your level code to unlock progress to this section is Tokyo Awaits. Thank you for playing, and we look forward to seeing you in the game 5.0! Fuck off. Yeah, you cannot do that right now. Okay, you know what? Bye-bye, you've all been great. This is not the exit. It's up here. Pretty sure. totally find my way around. I totally know what I'm doing, and I've totally been here before. Don't worry. I'm normal. See? Hoopa, hoopa, hoopa. Going to London. Londonlicious. Okay. I guess we will have to die in this iteration as well, yeah? So I suppose we go down here and have a look. What's up, any dreadful, baby? Cabal. 1928. Something. Aha, the beekeepers. Journeys. There. Random corpse in the back. Okay. Star Ranger, that fiction. Oh fuck. We need to go back to the market. This is not it. Why am I so bad at this? This is wrong. This is all wrong. Panic! See? It should be like right there, right? But here we go back out. And there's nothing here. And this... We're supposed to go past an immortal army. Then we're back here. Then we get back into the... There! Whoop! Crate.
Quick access inventory updated.
Got the game. Okie dokes. Do we want to be dead for this? We can be dead for this. Don't tell me what to do. Okay, tell me what to do. Fine, I'll stop being dead. Why is my corpse over there? Didn't I die here? No? Yes, I totally died there. What the hell? I'm confused. Where my corpse? It's the puppet in Temple Hall, and what the hell? Wait, what? This has the potential to be really awkward, but let's just see if we can walk into Temple Hall and have fun. Ah, fuckity fuck. I feel cheated. They put my body behind a gate. Don't die in London, I guess. Can I just go to Agartha? I would really like to go to Agartha. Eldridge Station. I can't go to Agartha. What am I supposed to do? What the fuck is my body? Did they pop it in some kind of strange to have to go through here? I've been body napped. What is this? I'm gonna complain to the Council of Venice. No, wait, what? Okay, I will just have a minor mental breakdown and I will be right back. Okay, I'm in Eldritch Park and I think we should be able to just use this animal well. Yes, I would like to resurrect, please. That was uncomfortable. But I guess nobody said it had to be fun to be dead. Okay, cool. Yeah. Play the next game. Please enter your access code to restart at the correct location. Tokyo awaits. You are standing in a long earthen tunnel. Trees and roots grow from the walls, and the path that slopes gently upwards is coated in grass and flowers. People are walking up the tunnel, singly and in small groups, towards the north. You feel a strange urging in your body to go in that direction. Behind you is a large golden portal that shimmers and glows with its own unearthly light. You are standing in front of a grand statue of a knight. He is kneeling as if to welcome you, and you feel a strong sense of rightness at being in this place. Above him, on the wall, a banner hangs, displaying the proud symbol of a winged lion. From here, the path turns east and west, though it appears both directions swing back to the north again. The feeling in your breast urges you to continue onwards, though you feel no particular urge to go in either direction. You are standing in a large room, dominated by large racks of servers. There are people everywhere in this room, moving around, inputting codes in a large console at the end of the room, and then entering various small rooms that fill the circumference. A man in a pristine white uniform approaches you, moving casually as if he doesn't want to draw attention to what he's doing. Psst! Hey, you, he whispers. You turn to face him and he beckons you to follow him. You move after him, and he leads you to a shadowy spot between a large column and a server cluster. Listen, I admire what you're doing, and this stuff is awesome in a primitive and retro kind of way, but the Tokyo simulation isn't ready. I don't want to send you in there unless you can confirm the code. Can you do that for me? He waits expectantly. Tokyo awaits. Copacetic, you're the one then. He withdraws a small device from his pocket and taps a few idle keys. The floor at your feet light up, a brilliant path leading into one of the rooms. Follow the LED light road, he says, with a sweep of his arm. Oh, and don't sweat the scenarios. I've got you sick now, so I can totally fake certification if you need it. You have no idea what he's talking about, but you should probably follow the path. You are standing in a small circular room. The walls are lined with strange sensors, circles rimmed with white lights. The door closes behind you with a whisper, and then you hear a countdown begin to start. There's a flash of bright, blinding light. Type next to continue. You are standing on the edge of a major four-way intersection. Around you, skyscrapers rear towards the sky, disappearing into the sky above. All around you, the flash of billboards and advertisements flood your senses with light and sound and color. But the city itself is deserted, and you can see no signs of life. A wind blows through the intersection, pushing a clutter of paper and garbage before it. This place looks devoid. You take a step forward and the world dissolves. Congratulations, you have completed the 5th part of the game. Your level code to unlock progress to this section is the end game. Thank you for playing, and we look forward to seeing you in the end game. Okay. End game. We're going. We're endgaming. We're so endgaming. Oh my goodness, it's taking me forever to do this because I knew I would have to talk and talk and talk. I'm not used to that. You'd think I was, but I'm not. Okay, and we're off to Venice. Let's go sink. Whoop, whoop, whoop. People walking, running up the stairs. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All the routes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You'd think they would, like, at some point clean up. But maybe I'm just being a little bit bitchy about it. Okay. No, that is not what we're doing. Hey, Shambhala is still there. Follow the lights. Oh, there. Cool. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Initiating world simulation. Initiating reality simulation. Stand by.
Yeah, I'm standing by. I feel so good about this. Standing by. The game is over. We'll play again. See you in Tokyo. John! Oh, all the John! Great screenshot. All the Johnness. Thank fucking goodness. Okay. The geary. The geary. Text-based gaming. Very retro, but enough fun and games. Who is this John person? His dirty little name has been popping up in odd places in our computers back at base, and our firewalls can hold back minor deities. Feeling kind of violated. Change your priorities lists. You're going to Tokyo and you are going to find John. Yes, the geary. Yes, the geary. We so are. Holy fuckaroo. Wait. Sometimes it weirdly consolidates. What? How did that? Where'd that come from? What the hell is happening? It just kind of copied everything over here? I'm confused. What happens if I do this? No, okay, then it figures it out. Weirdness abounds, okay. And we got canvas sneakers, high top, orange. Footsies, give us footsies. Canvas sneakers, aha! I'm buying a pair of these. Nice. That looks stupid on you, man. That looks stupid, but hey. Never mind. We're good. Canvas top is a weird name. Anyhow, thank you for sticking with me. I have a voice and it got used. And it'll be a little while before that happens again, I think. But it will happen again because there's another text-based mod in Tokyo. So, yeah. Yay! See you later!